So GB looking to try and steal away a break in the late stages of the first half. They chose defense. If this one just goes to serve for the whole rest of the game, it's going to be GB going home with a silver medal. Of course, in most people's book, that's a pretty good outcome, but they will be hungry for gold for the rest of the stretch. We have just over half of the time slot remaining of these 100 minutes. Von Staebert now on the goal line as the Germans have galloped forward, and that is a way to take Galaxy Point. A swift flick of the disc across the pitch, and Charles up line to get that 8th and all-important goal. Lou, what are your thoughts on this first half? Because it's just so difficult to pull these two teams apart.
This is an absolutely stunning match so far. Both teams firing on offense. We had some early wobbles from both teams, we should say. Both teams' O-lines turning over a fair bit, but always getting it back. We are on serve. Germany choosing to start on offense and taking half 8-7. Really, the question coming into the second half will be, what can these defensive units do to, well, they need to generate turnovers now. They were getting them for free earlier. I say for free. There was plenty of massive layout bids, but just neither team giving up the disc. It's so impressive.
It certainly is, Lou. Seeing that last final possession there, unsettled at the beginning of this match, but now finding firm security here. But we're going to throw to, of course, our Tokai halftime show coming up in a few seconds. So back here, we have our Tokai halftime show. Just try and put the flag in front of myself so you can see the lovely logo we have. Look at this. Thank you very much, Tokai, for sponsoring our halftime show. Let's have a look, Lou, at the highlights so far of this first half, because it's been a real show for us.
Well, this first one is a banger. Layla Denniston getting horizontal, getting the block on the first point of the game. Just incredible, incredible athleticism.
It really has been. I mean, certainly the trust and connections between the Germans is very real. You can see they're just throwing around the sort of poach off from Molly Wedge. Of course, an athlete who likes to put herself in all sorts of positions to try and generate breaks across the field, not necessarily against her own player.
There's Charles. Just about able to find Vosh in the end zone. Denniston doing a phenomenal job there on defense, but not quite able to make the play. Fantastic throw, fantastic catch under pressure. Good spirit at the end by both of them as well.
Yeah, I'm very glad that Layla Denniston was able to return to the field for this championship. The incredulity of that athlete's body control is just, I love it. It's scenes. It's absolute scenes. It's a vibe I'm very much here for. She has also been putting in lots of time to develop the rest of the team. They've really been appreciating her leadership. The force hit. Again, the up lines being really pressured by GB women. That was Kate Gibson with the block.
Ellwood, who's been doing phenomenal work on the disc for GB. Excellent break side throws and an easy pop into the end zone for that score.
That half-time dish taken with just the grind up line from Charlotte to Shell. It's almost like it's a thing she chooses to do, Lou, of like sitting back in the handler space, just receiving those little negative passes backwards, just resetting the clock over and over again, which then sort of lulls you into a false sense of security. Then you just, at the last moment for your team, just shoot up line.
She has such a great sense of timing, when to attack up line, knows when her defenders slightly on the wrong foot and has that opportunity to go make the play.
Well, looking at the stats from this match, the biggest statement to the quality of European women's ultimate here has got to be the lack of breaks. Not a single one in the field. I think both D-lines are sowing some seeds, Lou, but what are your feelings on this?
Well, for me, what's been impressive in terms of this 0 break stat is the defense after the turn for both teams' O-lines has been suffocating. Both teams have had a couple chances, but I mean, particularly early in the game, teams were just not able to complete passes after the turn. It was stunning defensive performance.
We haven't really seen any movement in the average passes per turn. Let's have a look at the total passes stats so far. But there has been a change for the O-lines. 15.8 passes per turn now for GBs, over 20.2. The Germans' connections are starting to rise, but so is the pass tally. The GB women have hoofed it to the deep space a good few times in this match, Lou. Do you think that's going to work out well for them in the second half?
Well, if Hannah Brew continues to show her good throwing form this game, then I'm sure it'll do wonders. She has several fantastic targets to hit. We've seen a few of them hit already so far this game. But on the other side, the Germans having 101 total passes is mostly, for me, down to how good they are at resetting the disc in that handler space. Chatting to Marco Müller, the coach yesterday, he said the one thing he would want to have done perfectly on offense for the German side is that handler movement. And so far, I have to say, the handler movement has been near perfect.